electric company came through our neighborhood. We live in the foothills of Colorado. And they said, your power lines are about 50 to 70 years old. And we need to replace them because the wires, when they get cold, they contract, they get warm, they expand. There's a lot of wind up here. They're really getting brittle. They're going to break or have a fire. So everybody in the community says, what? How soon can you start, right? And they go in there and they have to take down a bunch of big trees that have been there for over 100 years. Big, majestic pine trees, but they had to do it. And they put in some new lines, and now we feel a lot safer, and the company did a wonderful job cleaning up, and all was right with the world until the next winter. And in our area, we have wind gusts that are 50 to 80 miles an hour from time to time during the winter, and trees started falling. Multiple trees started falling right on the edge of that cut line. And they were big trees. They were big trees that appeared to be really strong. An arborist came out and consulted with the community because we were concerned, why are we losing so many trees? And he said, well, I've seen this time and time again. See, those trees grew up in the shelter of those bigger trees that had to be taken out. And see, when a tree is small and it experiences wind or maybe even rain and gusts, it develops this root structure to keep itself strong. And that can only happen when it's still fairly small and flexible. And these trees grew up without having any wind or any significant struggle, so to speak. And when the bigger trees were taken out, these trees couldn't stay rooted. My question for all of us is, are we raising a whole lot of kids who don't have deep roots? They look strong on the outside, but they can barely support their own weight. And there's not a parent alive or a teacher or anybody else who enjoys giving kids or allowing kids to have the struggles required for the kids to be strong. But is it truly an act of love when we can allow kids to have those smaller, manageable struggles that sometimes maybe the neighbors or maybe the teacher in the room next door, they look and they say, oh, that person's mean, they don't care. They even use this thing called a consequence. And so in our culture now, we'll take some heat. But again, Love and Logic is always done with great love, with great supportiveness. I'm standing right beside that kid as they're going through the struggle. And the focus is on down the road. How do I raise a kid who is strong enough to handle this world that is going to be so much even more difficult than it is now?